So, hi, hello. We're gonna just move things along quickly. My name is Martinz. I'm joined by Chazoshtare.
Hi there.
Just as a brief explanation, the game is in Polish because I was unable to get the English version. This is like from 2007 or so. And just a brief explanation of what's going on in this car game.
Yeah, okay, so we play as Ray, Street Racing Legend just came out of jail, and we got approached by Dover, another racer, and this racer decides to give us the car to beat the Magnus X, who's like the current best racer of the city. That's pretty much it. We just get the car, yeah.
Yeah,
there
so
we go.
we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so you might think this is a racing game. No, Martin specifically said it's a car game because it's just a game with vehicles. We are racing, but, well, not always, because the easiest way to finish every single race is to destroy the opponent's car. We have several options available. The easiest one is to push an opponent's car into a river, and sometimes, I think we're gonna see this in one of the first few races, we have to push it into a gas station. And also,
Yeah, this is
there's
just the next race we'll do.
yeah. And there's also one movement technique you have to see, you can see already right now, is that if you move sideways, you move several times faster. I don't really know how to compare, but it's so much faster, like twice as fast at least. Okay, so in here we just race with the guy, and then
that was
push him
a
into
race,
gas
indeed.
station.
We just pushed him into the gas station, and because he cannot finish the race while he's dead, we win by default. This event we're doing right here is a car battle, so whoever destroys their car first loses. And yeah, things just happen really quickly in this game.
Yeah, it's like whoever destroys his car first loses. But well, if you fall into the river, and then the opponent falls behind you, like around half a second later, then you still win. And you also have drag races in this game. And well, pretty much what you do in drag races is you false start every time in the first round because first round doesn't matter. And then the way the game checks if you have done a false start is that there is a checkpoint directly in front of you so that you can't drive through it. Just like as you've seen. But if you move around and try to avoid the checkpoint, what you can do is just push the opponent's car so that it will drive into the river just like that. And well, yeah, that's pretty much what drag races are in this game. There's only a handful that we actually finish. So yeah, it's gonna go very, very quickly like that. We're gonna progress through all the classes because basically what it's supposed to be is that whenever you win the race, you get the opponent's car. So don't ask me how this happens when we destroy every single one, but well, it just happens. It just works. And here you can see that whenever you are...
Class 1 finale, because this game is divided into classes. So that specific race had the red car focus solely on interrupting us and the green car on doing the checkpoints. And if the red car is destroyed, like I did at the beginning of the race, nothing happens. But if the green car is destroyed, I win by default because that was the only car dedicated to doing the checkpoints. So yeah, instead of doing 4 laps on the same street because that's what the game considers a drift race, I just made sure the car goes into the river, which I will also do in this drag race.
Yeah, and when we get into Class 2, we get a cutscene where Magnus X, the top racer, tells us that, oh, he was the one to set us up, so we ended up in jail. And yeah, so we have to race through Class 2 in order to get closer to him. So, well, yeah, let's just pretty much do the drag race just like that. There we go. Okay, because the way AI works is that whenever you touch the opponent's car, it just goes forward. It doesn't turn, as long as you keep contact. So we can abuse that and just push them into the river. There we go.
I think David, the previous opponent, his name is David, is oh god, okay. Chris squeezed out, so I'll have to restart this race. But yeah, the previous race was, I think, the shortest one in the game.
Yeah, that's like the most difficult race to do this properly because you have to keep contact with the racer at all times in order to make him turn into the river properly. And if you have traffic, if you have, all the sorts of things, jumps going in park, then it's gonna get more and more difficult.
The way the car logic in this game operates is that if the opponent is rubbing against our car, they will not stop going forward until they sense, in a way, that they are losing touch with our car.
Yes, precisely.
And this is, by doing a draw here, we skip the next race, which would be the finale. we should probably explain what draws are in this game. They're only possible in car battles, so you know, the type of event in which you have to destroy the enemy car. If the opponent's car is destroyed, also I forgot to switch the car here. We need a different car for this. If you destroy the opponent's car, you win. But if you and the opponent's car go into the river at roughly like half a second between each other, the game calls that a draw. And you are given a victory, you advance to the next race, but you don't get the car of your opponent. And this is probably
honestly,
longest
not like
race
you
in
need
the game.
those.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, honestly, it's not like you need those cars. Maybe some of them, but yeah, not really every single one. Yeah, I can see that traffic is really not helping you this time.
Yeah, this is like one of the most problematic race in this game, the longest one. So if I fail to do this the second time, I will just do it normally. And yeah, nothing is gonna happen because this is just 5 laps on the same street over and over. Because
yeah, but
game
you can go
design.
sideways to go faster. You can go sideways and go faster, and at least save a little bit of time there. But yeah, there's, well, several types of races. You've seen the drag race, you've seen destruction. There's also checkpoint race, which means that, well, you have to just touch checkpoints one after another. And also Pathfinder race, which basically means that there is like a single checkpoint somewhere on the map, and you have to, well, find the fastest way to reach it.
All right, one last shot here. And this is not gonna work. So I will just do this race normally. Unfortunately, I was unable to get the fast strat here because of traffic, but it is possible to cut this race short by making sure that Dominic goes into the river, even though this race takes place far away from the river.
Yeah, traffic is fully random, so sometimes it can just mess your strats up.
And yeah, the handbrake in this game is really interesting. Normally, if you hold down the spacebar, which is the handbrake key, for over a second, the game just cuts it out. You can't do the handbrake anymore. But if you keep tapping it, or just holding it for very brief moments of time, you can keep your slide, which I call a power slide, for much longer. Which also, if you combine it with the nitrous, you can break the car's speed limit.
Yeah, I think it's like one of the cars has actually a speed limit of like, you know, on paper, its speed limit is like 300 or something. In reality, it doesn't even reach anywhere close that. But, well, if you do the power slide strat, then you can go way over that, actually.
Yeah, towards the end of the game, I will be driving faster and faster cars, and it will be possible for me to reach over 400 kilometers per hour. Sometimes even 500 if I do my power sliding correctly with the right mix of nitrous. So yeah, as it turns out, we did get an initial D game in Paris.
That was an exciting track.
Yeah, so much innovation. And the previous race was against Dominique, and this race is also against Dominique and his brother Emile, because for some reason this game characterizes Parisians as sore losers, and barely anyone in this game gives up a victory.
Yeah, actually, the higher with the class you go, the more childish they get in a way. Yeah, like you're gonna race one against 5 other racers, and they're gonna call it fair. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is here. And if you still win, they're gonna be like, "No, I know the rules say the rules say that I have to give you my car, but I won't do that. Change of rules. You have to do this race right now." And you know, it just goes like that.
Yep.
It just happens more and more and more.
Yep. Now for a drag race, and the invisible checkpoint in this race, which is supposed to keep us for the countdown, is just far away, just far enough away from the car that we can do this and not bother with the drag race at all. A complete U-turn from a start line, and that's not considered crossing the start line. This is one of the 2 races in the game where killing your opponents actually doesn't end the race in your victory. You still have to make it to the checkpoint at the end.
Yeah, and actually one word of note, because you might see it right now. Whenever Martinz gets very far away from his opponents, what you see on the minimap is that their dots move, you know, around the edge. And this is actually some kind of like a place where sort of trigger is for the game to know that, okay, the player is currently so far away from his opponents that I can freely teleport these cars around somewhere behind the minimap so that he won't notice.
And now for Class 4, the American Muscle Cars Club, as you could see in the subtitles, AMC. Very easily understandable because, you know, everyone knows Polish, obviously. And this race is even more ridiculous because we can just sidestep the starting line. And you will notice that my car's health, as represented by the vertical bar next to the speedometer, it's draining just because of the act of driving. It's because in drag races, for some reason, we take increased damage from all sources, including collisions with environment. Now for aims, this race normally takes about like 50 seconds.
Yeah, but if you can pull off this strat,
make him think that he is supposed to.
Oh, wait.
It worked.
Really? Well, wait. Oh my god. That was amazing. That was so close.
Yeah, remember Adriana from like 2 races ago? Apparently, she's the girlfriend of the leader of the club, Tony Brown. And people are gossiping that Ray and Adriana are together, which is not true, but Tony is not gonna care. And we have to win this drag race that deprives us over nitrous, because Ray canonically smuggles tiny bits of nitrous into drag races, even though that's not allowed by the rules.
Yeah, so he doesn't have any in the first iteration of the race, and for the remaining ones he
no,
has,
actually,
like...
in this specific race is programmed
oh wait, this one is...
and you don't get nitrous.
Right. So there is one drag race which has essentially the same theme, but you only don't get nitrous for the first iteration, and then you have like full nitrous for basically the rest of the race. There we go, nice drift into the river.
Now for Edith, the second to last race in class 4.
Oh wait, we will see the jump.
Okay. You can see the car is stuck on the wall.
Yeah, because the thing here is that since the opponents think that, okay, this staircase is surely the fastest way, and it kind of is, they just take it full speed, jump into the building, and then follow you.
Just a wee nudge.
And there we go. Nice.
And now for the final race in class 4 against Edith and Tony. Edith is in the green car, Tony is in the purple car, and
traffic.
I'm going to have to restart this race because of traffic. And since we're not behind, I will show you the ending cutscene to this class. Basically, Tony has had enough. And he wants to get rid of us because we've defeated him in a race. We've defeated all the members of his club. We've taken away his girlfriend, apparently, which we didn't really even know about, but that happened. So, being the criminal that he is, he tries to get rid of us through the use of... Ray, I've got a present for you.
And then, well... what is this supposed to be? I don't really understand. I don't really understand this idea. But yeah, that's a part of the story. That's canon here. But yeah, he tried to get rid of us just like that.
I especially love the onomatopoeia used for the shotgun, like tack 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 tack.
Yeah, that's pretty precise.
Also, now we're in class 5, characterized by the fact that pretty much almost all the races in this class are drag races, and everyone in this class will refuse to give their car to us.
I love how your doors fell off when you were pushing that guy. Like, what is happening? Every single time you're doing any of the strats, you know, to push these guys into the river, your car just crumples like paper more and more.
Yep. There is a certain break point after which your car switches to the damaged model. So yeah, drag races are supposed to be those best of 3 events, so you play 3 rounds. But the fastest way to win drag races is for some reason false start in round 1, so lose 1 point, and kill your opponent in round 2. And for some reason that 1 point is the deal breaker and we win by default. Garner, this racer, is actually too far away from any body of water to dump him in, so we'll just false start round 1, push him out of the way because the invisible checkpoint keeping us at the start line is only in front of our car, not the opponent's. And yeah, we win this best of 3 with actually 2 points.
Yeah, because of course it doesn't need to check for him to false start, only for us. So yeah, let's put it here. Let's just make a thin line here. It's gonna work. You know, no player is gonna go around. And then yeah, there we go.
Here calls us out on this trickery with the nitrous, and we're not gonna get any nitrous in this race. He's gonna humiliate us. So not naturally we will false start round 1 and push him into the river in round 2. And now for the final race in Class 5 against Magnus X,
yeah,
the man himself,
the legend himself,
us.
Magnus X, who framed us. We have to beat him, but that's not gonna be the end. Don't worry. We fight the final boss, but that's not the final fight with the final boss.
Yeah, we were supposed to drive to that spot in town as a pathfinding race.
Yeah,
while his goons tried to interrupt us, but yeah, we drowned him in round 1. The race proceeded as if we won that legitimately, and now at the start line we were told that no, the rules are different now. You gotta also do the track in reverse. So we do that.
Yeah, so it's like you go one way. You go one way, you push his car into the river, so the game teleports you to the end of the first track. Then his car is out of the river, he says that, oh, okay, now the rules change, and you have to do the same race just the other way around. So it's like, and then you just actually complete it. How does this work? Well,
I think it's best if we not dwell on it.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Would this be an okay time for some donations?
Of course.
Sure thing.
All right, well, I have a $25 donation here from Jasmine, who says, "Hey, Martins, I know you asked me not to add cat puns, so I have to now. Meowtons is a possum friend and an even bet for a purris chase runner. I hope you didn't find those too pawful. I personally loved it. Meow, meow."
Thanks, Jazz. All right. What you can see in this specific race is totally not a Lamborghini because it's called a Rambo G-Ini.
Yeah, it's a completely different model.
Yeah, totally original. And following in the theme of sore losers, Claude refuses to admit defeat, and after a 1-round drag race, we just have to win a car battle.
And what's the best way to win the car battle?
By... okay. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I managed to accidentally draw in this race, so I'm gonna be doing the second to last race in...
Oh, okay, that's kind of rare. That's kind of rare.
Yeah, in the customized ZZ or ZZ, I don't know, against 2 racers at the same time. It's a pathfinding race.
Flying over all the lampposts.
We're going over 500 kilometers per hour. That's happening.
I mean, well, we don't really know if they're kilometers on this speedometer. They're like, you know, we go 200 what? 200 speed.
I mean,
right?
the menu between races actually tells us.
Yeah, it tells us they're kilometers, just not here.
And now the finale of the game, 6 car battle. Magnus X, 6 of his goons on us. Sends 6 of his goons.
Yeah, and get ready for
Language
time.
is hard. Yeah, I would advise the tech crew to get ready for time because it's coming up soon. And what I want to happen is for 4 of those dots to follow me on the radar. This diagonal road on the right, I want 4 of the dots to beat past it. Oh, okay, I failed. Yeah, this can happen.
Yeah, I pushed you into the river beforehand. That's kind of tricky.
Yeah, you have to keep them at a distance and not let them get too close to you. Because once you jump down to the ledge, close to the water, DAI gets a clear signal that the shortest path to you has changed, and it tries to account for that by going completely in reverse. Right, this should work this time. I'll do a careful approach.
Yeah, it's really tricky.
We will see the rainfall.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And the final race. Get ready for time if this works out. Instead of doing this 30-second race, we just push Magnus X into the river. And that's
amazing.
Time. No, I can't control the nitrous. Help! And that's how Magnus X meets his end.
Yeah, he got out of the river just to do this. Remember?
Yeah, crazy how nature does that.
Yeah, I have no idea how this works, but, well, it just works, I guess.
Yeah, and now a quick epilogue. The funeral of Magnus X was quick and quiet. No one showed up, but at least he got a cool tombstone. You can see Magnus X on the actual tombstone if you look closely. Dover, the person who helped us in the beginning, is chosen as the CEO of all 7 garages in the city. Ray is the employee of the month every single month. And Tony, who tried to kill us, is in jail, and hopefully he never makes it out of there. And that was Paris Chase.
Yeah, this game has a story, you know, it does.
It's very important. So yeah, I believe that's all for this game, but me and Chazo are gonna return shortly.
Yeah.
For his run of Racing Pitch. So stay tuned.
I hope y'all enjoyed that run of Paris Chase by Martinz. And as he mentioned, Chazoshtare is going to be, they are going to be sticking around for the very next game, Racing Pitch. Because here during the racing block, we got to go fast. I have a $5 donation here from Evil Taco. Says, that Jelly Drift game looked pretty cool. Looks like the game is free, so I guess I'll donate here instead. Thank you for your generosity, Evil Taco. And I would like to remind everybody watching that a $5 donation is enough for Doctors Without Borders to purchase an MUAC band. The mid-upper arm circumference band is a simple yet effective diagnostic tool for assessing malnutrition. So every single one of your donations counts, even the small ones. And in fact, we have an awful lot of prizes that you can get for a $5 minimum donation, including a Fight Crab original soundtrack CD and sticker sheets for nerds, birthday cards for nerds. Heck, there are so many amazing items for nerds. Are there any nerds watching right now? I'm just not sure. Well, with that, it is the end of my time hosting for you here at SGDQ 2021. It has been a pleasure, and do not worry, I leave you in the hands of the incomparable cartridge blowers. Seriously, it's fantastic. Y'all are going to have a great time. Take care.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, welcome. It's me, Cartridge Blowers. Welcome to Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch. Just in case you didn't know what you were watching. You have to know, right, though? You have to know. You're here knee-deep in some silly games. You're drowning in them. And I'm here to grab your hand, take you here to the top, and keep you above water here in my loving arms as we get to the end of the Silly Games block. Until then, let me get you some fantastic donations sent in by you, the viewer. We've got a $10 donation from Victor, who says, I absolutely love this event. Thank you very much. Greetings from Spain. Hello, Victor. So nice to get those global comments. If you got some, I want to hear from some of our friends across the pond because it's really early for me. It's 6:30 a.m. here on the East Coast of the United States of America. And I want to hear from some of my friends who are actually awake right now over on the other side of the pond. Give me some of those donations. We've got a $50 donation from DVOXS, who says, everyone, please donate for the March theme for Alt F4. Trust me. Well, you know, your name is Devio, and so that kind of makes me want to trust you. Let's take a look at that. The March theme for Alt F4. Right now, the current winner is Peppy Jazz. I'm going to assume that's the March. We're marching. So $320 with Peppy Jazz. If you want to get a Medieval Circus background music choice, however, you got $285 right behind that $320. So let me get. If you want to see like hear a circus theme or like a fun Peppy Jazz theme, or I'm going to say it's $105. It's in third place. It's coming up. I would like to hear a spaghetti western theme, but that's just me. Give me some Ennio Morricone. I'm here for that. But, donate to your heart's content. We've got a $1,000 donation. Wow, wake it now I'm awake. $1,000 donation from Sharif, who just says, smiley face. Oh, thank you, Sharif. That's extremely generous of you. $25 from Thane, who says, greetings from Germany. Yes. More greetings from Europe. $5 from Messacure. Long-time watcher, first time with a job. Felt appropriate to support now. Clip apexes, not walls. Well, I mean, clipping walls is okay sometimes, I think. I think that's okay. Chat's going off about the music right now. Have y'all given an appreciation for our tech crew in the back? Can I get some really, I want some hype in the chat for the people who are working on the music, the sound design, our producers, everything. They are absolutely crushing at this event. If you haven't been paying attention, it's been 100% amazing since day one. Speaking of being amazing since day one, you know what really has been amazing since the very, 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 very beginning? The game Racing Pitch, ever since it came out. It's been fantastic. And we are ready to show you the hit game Racing Pitch with Chazoshtare right now.
Hi, everyone.